When we think about a lot of our favorite shows, we think of The Office.
Well, the other night, I was sitting at the table eating my penis. I mean peas.
The Office is just one of those shows that you can go back to and rewatch it a million times. You can watch it in its entirety and then go back and start it completely over and it's completely fresh. There are not too many shows you can do that with. I wanted to talk to you guys about Andy's character, Andy Bernard, the Nard Dog. Like I was just talking about, The Office is my favorite show, or at least my top 2 favorite shows. But when I think of Andy Bernard, I really do not like his character. And I know what you guys are thinking. How could you not like Andy Bernard? Blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. All right, this is real. This is me. This is what we're going to talk about. Andrew Bernard made his first appearance when Jim Halper went to Stanford. He was that goofy guy that Jim could sort of pick on, just like he did on Dwight back in Scranton. He was this sort of obnoxious but not really intelligent kind of guy that you can just laugh at. It was very easy for me to just watch Andy when he was at Stanford at the very beginning of his character's arc and just laugh at his character and not take his character so seriously, where I actually did enjoy his character. The very first time that I really sort of liked Andy was when Karen had her chair that was squeaky and she was trying to get Jim to stand up so she could steal his chair, basically. And so she got Andy to try to get Jim to stand up, and his attempt at trying to get Jim to stand up was absolutely hilarious, and I absolutely love this moment.
Hey, Big Tuna, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Can you stand up and talk to me over there?
That's it? That's what you came up with?
I'm acting my heart out here.
And there's moments like this where I genuinely actually do like his character. Similarly, when he has an anger problem, when Jim put his calculator in Jell-O and he absolutely freaked out. And then Jim was like, okay, I know I can't prank you like I did Dwight. I need to slow things down a bit more. And of course, that wasn't the last prank where he pranked Andy and Andy got mad. Of course, the classic cell phone bit. That was absolutely hilarious, and I love that as well.
Excuse me.
And I'm also sorry that a lot of people here, for some reason, think it's funny to steal someone's personal property and hide it from them. Here's a little news flash. It's not funny. In fact, it's pretty freaking unfunny.
So there's bits and pieces throughout Andy's character at the very beginning that I really enjoyed, but I just felt as though as the series progressed, Andy's character got worse and worse and less relatable and less likable. And yeah, so I'll give you guys an example of how The Office really could have been changed forever, and I think in a bit massively negative way. Okay, so you guys remember in season 1 when Michael Scott was this very obnoxious character, very unlikable character in season 1. And like he was funny in some moments, like the basketball episode, but there was also these moments where he had no relatableness to him. He had no sort of redeemable qualities. And in season 2, his character made a notable switch where he actually had redeemable qualities and he actually isn't this mean guy. He genuinely thinks that he's doing the right thing, when in season 1 it just seemed like he was a bad person. And I think Andy's character has sort of a similar arc, except completely backwards. I think he started off more redeemable than where he ended up. And he has a great quote in the very finale of the show, which I'll play here.
The weird thing is, now I'm exactly where I want to be. I got my dream job at Cornell. And I'm still just thinking about my old pals. Only now they're the ones I made here. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them.
But it doesn't make up for when he just decided to leave Aaron and go on a random cruise with his boat that he was trying not to sell, that sort of thing. And then when he went on that American Idol show and he literally started crying, and it was so bad. And he just wasn't redeemable in any way. But I feel like in earlier seasons, he was more redeemable. And I'm not saying he was perfectly redeemable. I mean, he still wasn't the nicest guy in the world. I mean, he tried to get Dwight, fired. And, I didn't really like his character in that either. But then they paid off that sort of character arc / moment with Dwight's character and Andy's character when they finally agreed to team up. And they became friends when they found out that Angelo slept with both of them. So that sort of brought them together after, he tried to hit Dwight with his car and crushed him against the bushes there.
There's Andy. He's in his car. You guys, what is he doing?
Why isn't Dwight turning around?
The Prius is silent if he keeps it under 5 miles per hour. He deserves the win.
Oh my God!
What's happening?
Andy's running over Dwight with his car.
Whoa! What are you... Hey! Hey!
Yeah!
Hey! Oh! Come on! Ow! Ah! Ah!
You give up?
Never! Get out and face me like a man!
I am a man! I'm a bigger man than you'll ever be!
So there was a payoff for those two characters, and I think that's what makes it work, where it's not like, oh, this guy's just a horrible person. Oh, there's more to this character. And then when you have an unlikable character already, and then you put him as boss and try to make him the star of the show, it just doesn't work. Because now you have the same problem that they had in season 1, where you have the boss who is not redeemable. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I mean, people are going to like Andy's character, and don't get me wrong, there's many great Andy moments where I absolutely love. I absolutely love when he's playing his instruments. I like when they're having a party and he's playing his instrument in the break room, and Jim comes out and he's like, hey, do you take requests? And he was like, sure. And then Jim was like, stop playing because we're having a party out here.
What's up?
You take requests?
Sure.
Please stop, because we're having a Christmas party.
I love moments like that, and there's many great moments with Andy, but in the grand scheme of things, he's not a good person, and I think that's what makes it harder to watch, especially when he is supposed to be the main character now. When they make him the boss, they make him the main character, and that is what I have an issue with. Like Angela, she's not supposed to be likable, but I feel like Andy was supposed to be likable, but they just didn't put enough likable moments in there that would make it work, if that makes sense. And as the story progressed and the later and later the seasons go, the more cartoony his character gets. And most of the characters get more cartoony. I mean, look at Kevin. I mean, he started off as a normal, boring guy, and by the end of it, he was this wacky teddy bear that is just absolutely hilarious. So you can have an unlikable character like Angela, but it has to be on purpose, and it has to be for a reason. And Andy, I feel like they didn't do it on purpose. They tried to make him likable, but they didn't have enough likable moments for that to actually work. So it's just, he seems like a bad person. I mean, look when he broke up with his girlfriend because he wanted to be with Erin. The way that he actually broke up with her was just a horrible way to break up with somebody. And that's just a horrible thing to do, what he did. And so when you have like these massive things that you do bad, but you include a couple likable moments, it doesn't balance out. But with Michael Scott's character, it does balance out because that works, if that makes sense. And I can go on and on about this. But I mean, it's 8 minutes into the video, so this is a pretty long video for me. But if you guys enjoyed, smash a like, and please give me some actual ideas in the comments. What character analysis do you want me to do? Because I will do more and I can go more in depth. So yeah, smash a like, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.